Welcome everyone to Oxford Preparatory Academy's special meeting of the Board of Directors, August 1st, 2017, 7 o'clock p.m. closed session. We'll have a 7:30 p.m. open session. Meeting location, Oxford Preparatory Academy, Saddleback Valley Campus, 22882 Lamont Drive, Lake Forest, California, 92630. We have one teleconference location today. Hello, everyone. Oxford Preparatory Academy, South Orange County Campus, 23000 via Santa Maria, Mission Viejo, 92691. The public, including public attending a teleconference location, are invited to address the board regarding items listed on the agenda. Comments on an agenda item will be accepted during consideration of that item or prior to consideration of the item in the case of a closed session item. Please turn in comment cards to the board secretary prior to the item you wish to speak on. Okay, call to order. Deborah Tarver is absent. Naveen Adley?
Present.
Albert Diaz?
Present.
Sandra Garner? Present. Okay, approval of the agenda for special board meeting for August 1st, 2017. May I have a motion to approve the agenda?
I'll make a motion.
May I have a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes. Okay, public announcement for a reason for closed session. Closed session for discussion of possible action. Conference with legal counsel, existing litigation, Oxford Preparatory Academy versus Chino Valley Unified School District, Government Code Section 54956.9D1, and public employee appointment, Title Chancellor, Saddleback Valley, Government Code Section 54957. Do we have any speakers?
We do not.
Okay. See, I remembered that this time. Okay. We are going into closed session at 7:02. Okay. Welcome back. We're beginning open session at 7:39. There was no action to report out of closed session. Items for discussion. For an action, approve submission of new charter petition to Chino Valley Unified School District. Oxford Prep's Board of Directors will consider approving the submission of a charter petition for the establishment of a new K-8 charter school within the Chino Unified School District, presented by Andrew Crow.
Thank you, board members. Would like to ask you to approve the submission of a charter petition, not a renewal, an initial charter petition to the Chino Valley Unified School District to begin operation in the 18-19 school year. The reasons why I feel that the Chino Valley Unified School District is a proper place to submit. Part of the charter process is accepting intent to enroll forms, and we already have a strong family base in Chino of our what would have been returning students to our previous Chino school. Between 75 and 80% of those returning families resided within the boundaries of Chino, so that's very important to us. We do know that the Chino Valley School District does have at least one open facility, so that's always a positive if we're going through Prop 39. The organization has a proven track record in the Chino Valley Unified School District and the area. There's great parent demand in that area. And finally, we do have a relationship with the staff and the board of directors of Chino Valley Unified School District, so that we're not having to break new ground with going to another district. When we're looking at working with a school district, working with their staff, we do at least have a relationship. I would propose that we would ask for a 5-year charter. And as a reminder, the initial charter does not have to be granted for 5 years. A charter renewal has to be for 5 years, but if any organization is to submit an initial charter, the authorizing district can come back with a different set of years. But I would ask for 5 years. I would ask for an enrollment very similar to what our previous enrollment had been. There is demand for that, and the previous Chino Valley School had a wait list consistently of over 800 students, so there would be the demand. And I would target a submission of the petition, as soon as we have a strong petition, a strong budget that Charter Impact will be, assisting on, so that we can get that information to Chino to consider.
What's the time frame for submission?
I think that we could have it within drop dead date 2 weeks if not earlier. That was
So if we say August 4th or 14th or earlier?
yes.
Are you good with that?
14th or earlier, and then as a reminder, at the district level, as soon as you submit it, that starts the 30-day time frame to have a public hearing, and then a 60-day time frame to have a vote. Should we not be able to work anything with the district, that allows us time to go to the county. San Bernardino County is a little bit different. You have to provide your charter submission to them 2 weeks in advance of their board meeting, at which they will accept it. So it's a little bit of an extended time frame with the county. And if we can't work something out with the district, there are additional binders of information that is required to go to the county. So should we have it into the district by August 14th, that would allow us a good time frame to work on any issues that the district found. Should we have to go to the county and still get it in to be able to open up for the 18-19 school?
Okay.
So walk me through just one piece that sounded new to me. Is the it was my understanding until now that new petitions are 2-year petitions, and then you get a 5-year renewal. You can actually come in with a 5-year petition.
Yes, sir. So the Saddleback has 5 years at this point. So we would love to get 5 years, but we definitely want any option for our families in the Chino area.
Okay. All right. I just learned something. Thank you.
Okay, can I get a motion to approve the submission of petition for establishment of a K through 8 charter school to Chino Valley Unified School District no later than August 14th, 2017?
I'll make a motion.
Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries.
You're going to be very busy.
Okay, approve Oxford Preparatory Academy Chino Valley School closure plan. On July 24th, 2017, the Court of Appeal lifted the temporary stay that had been placed since June 29, 2017, and this action resulted in the immediate expiration of OPA Chino Valley's charter and closure of the school. Pursuant to Element 16 of the charter school's charter, the Oxford Prep Board of Directors is required to adopt a plan for the closure of the school. This plan tracks the requirements under the charter and the law to close OPA Chino Valley. And can I hear a motion to approve the plan for closure of OPA Chino Valley?
I'll make a motion.
Do I hear a second?
A second.
Okay, Mr. Crow, it's all yours.
Yes, I'll walk you through this very, very quickly. This language almost entirely comes from Element 16 of our charter, which requires us to have a school closing protocol. Just to highlight some of the key points in here. Letter B, written notification of closure. We have already provided that written notification to the first 5 parties: the district, the county, our special education, so our SERS for Social Security, the CDE. Those have already been sent out, and then scheduled for tomorrow is our official notice to parents and guardians about the closure. We've already had a parent meeting, a board meeting, as well as social media and email blast, but the official letter is scheduled to go out tomorrow. For on the second page, item C, transferring student records. We have worked with the Chino Valley Unified School District. We met with them last Friday to talk about the transfer of records. Our team, including Candy Reyes, Diana Urbina, Kathleen Lanatois, met with them today at the Corona Home Office to discuss the transferring of records. So we are in cooperation with the district, and that ties into E, charting agency relationship. So we are complying with all the requests, and we will continue to comply with the requests to ensure that the transition of records, of files, and the facility is done in a manner appropriate to both parties. F, financial closeout audit. We will, again, have an audit as we do every year. This will be a little different as a closeout audit. And just highlighting a couple of issues to you. The last sentence there, any unused AB 602 funds will be returned to the charting agency, SELPA, and any other categorical funds will be returned to the source of the funds. So for the categorical monies, those will have to be returned. But the unrestricted funds, which I believe you asked Mr. Stern about the charter impact at the last meeting, will be Oxford Preparatory Academies to use. G, sufficient staff. We have 6 months or until the budget allows to keep on sufficient staff. We are keeping on a number of staff members right now to help with the facilities closeout. There's a lot to do. We accumulate a lot of materials over 7 years, so it's a long time. But once we are removed from the facilities, we will be keeping on 1.5 employees, and that will be to ensure that any records requests can be handled, that any additional communication with the district can be handled by Chino Valley staff. And then letter H, asset distribution plan. The last sentence there. Again, all the funds remain property of Oxford upon school closure and will be distributed in accordance with the distribution plan adopted by the board of directors. So we'll have this for you at the August regular meeting, the distribution plan of what we do with the funds and assets that Oxford Chino Valley owns.
Okay, are there any questions? Okay. All those in favor of approving the plan for closure for Opachino Valley, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. Discussion and action to approve new insurance policy packages. Oxford Prep's current insurance policies, the package policy, expire 8/1/2017. And to prevent any gap in coverage, it is recommended the Board of Directors consider the quotes obtained by its broker and approve the following new policies. Package, which is property, general liability, and crime. An umbrella policy, excess, D&O, EPL, fiduciary, and workers' comp. Mr. Crow.
So this is the reason why we're very thankful that you could make this emergency meeting. We attempted to get all of our insurance quotes by last Thursday's board meeting, but we did not receive the final quotes until right around our second closed session time. At that point, we didn't feel comfortable presenting them to you without you having adequate time to review. So you have 3 charts in front of you. On each of the charts, the left side is the 2016-17 coverage as well as the premiums. The total amount of premiums we paid for the 16-17 school year was $326,296. So we are working with Aon, a broker, to get us, the same level of coverage, if not better, and to hopefully reduce some prices. You have 3 quotes in front of you, and the only difference between the quotes is the RSUI coverage. So the package, the excess liability, and the workers' compensation are all consistent. The excess liability and the fiduciary, those have already been renewed. So those are already intact when you see them as a total. For the 3 RUSI packages, the first one gives $1 million worth of coverage and has $250,000 worth of deductible. So the cost for that package is $124,000, $124,140. To go up to $2 million in coverage with a $500,000 deductible would increase the premiums to $170,280. To further go up, to keep the $2 million, but to decrease the deductible to $250,000 would increase the premium to $191,952. So I would propose that you accept the first proposal with the RSUI of $1 million in aggregate with a $250,000 deductible. That would put our total premiums at $273,000, $273,054. That saves us, what are you looking at? You're looking at $50,000, a little over $50,000. Now you'll see on here that our plan for D&O and EPL, our premiums went up. We've had a number of claims as well as a high profile FICMAT audit that is causing us to have increased premiums. We have been assured by in the market by multiple companies as well as our broker that a year of continued transparency and good faith on behalf of the organization will see those claims come down. And as a matter of fact, one of the reasons we did not present this to you last Thursday was that in the ensuing 48 business hours, we were able to get the quote down from 191,000 to 124,000 by providing elements of our recovery plan. So we're confident that that will continue to be the case. Any questions?
It looks like one of the most significant differences between Plan 1 and Plan 2 is the deductible of the 500,000 versus 250,000. Is that accurate?
Correct.
And the 1 million
and the amount of coverage.
Coverage.
Yeah, the coverage is. And in terms of the coverage, we also have the excess liability, which covers us up to $25 million. So there is additional coverage there if you're worried about the 1 million, 2 million. First off, sometimes it's really hard to get claims paid out. And second, we do have that excess liability that covers us through larger loans.
What was our previous coverage again?
Right here,
The previous coverage was
$326.
$2 million. If you look on the left side,
Oh.
for the total of aggregate. But what I do want to point out, thank you, Ms. Adley, is that our D&O coverage, our directors and officers, which would be board members and executive administration, that coverage was $1 million last year, and it stays $1 million. It's just we don't get the bump to $2 million in the aggregate. I don't anticipate $2 million in D&O coverage being needed.
Have we ever had a claim against that? And has one of our insurance carriers ever paid out under
No.
that coverage?
Not on the D&O, no. And the new D&O would only be effective as of August 1, so any prior D&O claims would go against the prior coverage.
Now, based on your conversations with them, the 15 versus the 124 or the 170 or the 191, any idea when they think things will, premiums will go back down to pre-claim levels?
Pre-claim levels, no guarantee, but much
Any
lower
idea?
than what we're being offered now. Yes, by next year. Actually by around the springtime when we're able to go to markets and have this in advance, everyone anticipates that this premium will go down.
So you're recommending the option with a $273,000
Total.
premium?
Yes, ma'am. And I would like to note that even with our the excess liability, or excuse me, the RSUI D&O going up, you can see that Aon was able to get us the package deal as well as the umbrella at a lower cost, and the workers' compensation at a fraction of the price. So I am confident that with them able to negotiate that they will be able to do the same for our RSUI for the 18-19 school year moving forward.
On the chart, you have package, umbrella, excess, Flexi Plus.
Yep.
And here's package, excess, RSUI. Is there a typo, or is it just different verbiage that the carriers
It's different
use?
verbiage. The Philadelphia uses one name for it,
Okay.
and other companies use another name for it. Yep.
Got it.
It's the same coverage, a different name.
And we are comparing apple to apples here. When I see the premium
Correct.
for last year to this year, this is for the two campuses.
Correct.
Okay, any other questions? Do I have a motion to approve the new insurance policy package as presented? And I guess we're going with package for the $273,054 total premium.
I'll make a motion.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed? Motion carries. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I will make a motion to adjourn.
Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned.